You know what's crazy? A lot can change in 90 days, right? When you finally stop identifying with the version of you that keeps sabotaging your future. And honestly, that's exactly what happened to me. Because 90 days ago, I was still questioning myself, still overthinking, still comparing myself to other people online, right? Still wondering if I was really capable of building the life I kept dreaming about. And now I started a business I never thought I would ever start. Never wanted to build a business. I created a community I never imagined I was capable of leading. Never thought it in a million years that would happen. My community is growing. My confidence is growing. The way I see myself has changed. And for the first time in a long time, I genuinely believe in the woman I am becoming. So today, I want to talk about identity, self-sabotage, why so many people stay stuck, the actual shifts that help me start transforming my life in a very real way. Hey, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm DJ. As someone who had to rebuild my life from the inside out, I learned that everything starts with who I believe I am. Now this space is for women who know there's more for them and are ready to step into it. We focus on becoming the woman who creates freedom by turning identity into income. Now let's get into it. So lately, I've been thinking a lot about this idea, right? That future self is constantly trying to introduce herself to you. But most people keep rejecting her because she feels unfamiliar. And I feel you, because for years, I kept saying I wanted more freedom, more peace, more purpose, more time with my family, more alignment. But my habits, my thinking, and the way I saw myself still matched survival mode, right? But eventually I realized something that completely changed the way I approach my growth. You cannot create a new life while still emotionally attached to the old version of yourself. That hit me hard, right? Because I started realizing I wasn't lacking desire. I was lacking identity alignment. I still identified as the overwhelmed one, the fearful one, the woman who starts and stops, the woman who doubted herself, the woman who compared herself to everyone else online, right? I had to fix myself, right? To look better online. And comparison will really keep you stuck because while you're busy watching everybody else move, you stop building your own life. And I think social media has made this worse for a lot of people. People compare someone else's chapter 20 to their chapter 1 and then convince themselves they're behind, right? Meanwhile, you have no idea what somebody had to go through to become who they are. Think about that. What changed everything for me was when I stopped asking, how do I become like them? And started asking, who am I actually meant to be? Huge difference, right? Because I don't want somebody else's life. I don't. I want my vision, my time freedom. I want to retire from my full-time job. I want to travel the world with my family. I want to speak on stages in front of thousands of women. I want to host sold-out retreats. Wouldn't that be fun? I want my community, Elevate Your Path Academy, filled with women transforming their lives together. I want to be present with my family. I want peace. I want freedom. I want to live debt-free. Now, do I need all those things to be happy? Absolutely not. But is that the vision I have for my life? Absolutely. And for the first time, I stopped feeling embarrassed about wanting more. That was a shift for me because sometimes people will support your struggles faster than they support your expansion, right? And sometimes you support your struggle more than your growth because struggle feels familiar, right? That's why people end up self-sabotaging themselves. Not because they don't want to it badly enough, right? But because their nervous system is trying to keep them connected to what feels familiar, even when familiar is exhausting. And once I understood that, everything in my life started making more sense. I stopped asking, what's wrong with me? And started asking, what identity am I reinforcing every single day? That question changed my life because your brain is constantly looking for evidence to confirm who you believe you are. If you identify as inconsistent, you'll unconsciously create inconsistency, right? If you identify as someone who never follows through, you'll keep proving that story true every single time. And this is why identity work matters so much, because real transformation is not just changing your habits, it's changing your relationship with yourself. It's changing how you see yourself. And over these last 90 days, that's exactly what started happening for me. I stopped talking myself out of opportunities. I stopped shrinking myself. I stopped waiting to feel ready. I started posting consistently. I started showing up scared. I started building. I started believing. And honestly, the version of me today would shock the version of me from a year ago. Not because I become perfect, right? Because I'm not, but because I finally stopped abandoning myself. Think about that. I want people to understand this. Confidence is not usually something that appears before action. Confidence is built through action. And that's why I always tell women your identity changes through repetition, not motivation, but repetition. So if you want to start transforming your life, here are a few shifts that genuinely help me. All right? Stop identifying with your past, right? Your past may explain you, but it does not have to define you. You have to stop introducing yourself through your old wounds. Some people have repeated the same story about themselves for so long, right? They don't even realize they're keeping themselves trapped. All right? Start making small decisions as your future self. This changed everything for me. Instead of asking, what do I feel like doing? Start asking yourself, what would the version of me I'm becoming choose right now? How would she show up? Sometimes that may look big, sometimes it looks small. Like, for instance, like going to bed earlier, taking the walk, drinking the water, posting the darn video anyway, right? Joining a community, trying again. Small shifts matter because small shifts build evidence. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Comparison disconnects you from your own assignment. There is room for your voice, your story, your vision. And honestly, the internet doesn't need another copy of somebody else, right? People connect to your authentic self, right? They connect with you, all right? Get into environments that support your growth. This is huge because healing, growth, mindset work, identity transformation is so much harder when you're trying to do this alone. That's honestly why I created my community, Elevate Your Path Academy. I wanted women to have a place where they could grow without pretending, without performing, without feeling judged. Just real conversations, real support, real transformation. Because I truly believe women change differently when they feel safe enough to be themselves. And that mission has become so personal to me now, right? I am determined to continue building a community that empowers women to shift their mindset, transform their identity, and manifest the life they truly desire, right? Not somebody else's version of success, but their own. Now, if you're at a point in your life where you know something needs to change, but you're tired of restarting alone, I really want to invite you into my 30-day identity activation challenge, because this challenge is about so much more than motivation. It's about helping you rebuild self-trust. Shift your identity. Stop self sabotaging yourself, becoming more confident, and start aligning your life with the version of you you know is inside of you. You'll have structure, support, community, teaching, and accountability. And most importantly, you'll stop trying to become her alone. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments what part hit home the most for you. And if you're looking for support with this kind of work, you can come join us inside Elevate Your Path Academy. The link is in the description below, okay? We're doing this one step at a time together. All right, that's it for today. Take what landed, leave what didn't, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love, my peeps.